Borrowda, welcome to the InstaSim channel. Today I'm playing Professor Layton and the Pandora's box. In the last episode, we've met Barton, and we then came along through town. We spoke with the woman, we did a puzzle about horses, and we're on our way to the hotel, because Chelmey has uncovered the murder mystery or whatever. But first, we have Layton's journal to read. The contents of the photo. Reassembling the pieces of the photo revealed an image of the Elysium box. Sitting on its jewel-encrusted lid was that familiar goat emblem. Shortly after, an unfortunate gust blew away a piece of the photograph, but now that I've confirmed the image, I have no further need of the entire photo. Now I only need to discover the connection between the box and the town. And a gathering at the hotel. Having finally seen the photograph in its entirety, Luke and I were just about to return to our investigation when Constable Barton found us. Apparently, the person behind Dr. Schrader's death has been found and our presence is required at the hotel. I'm anxious to return to my investigation, but I suppose it's not wise to defy the authorities in a situation like this. Cool. Now what's in the diary? We found a new one down in the ground that father thinks we can refine into a precious metal. Personally, I doubt we'll be able to turn something as dull and dead as that rock into something of worth. Not that it's stopped father. The digging has advanced to the point where it's formed a massive crater under the castle. I have visions of the whole castle tumbling down into the abyss. Interesting. I don't know if the old diary has much story elements involved in it though, so I'm not going to go on a hunt for all of the keys. There's not really much point. Oh, we have another puzzle. Changed your mind, have you, love? I take it you want to come inside and have a look around. No, Ah, look at those red cheeks. No need to be shy, Poppet. Here, try this puzzle out. It'll relax you. How old is she? Well, asking for a woman's age is a bit disrespectful, so I'm not going to go that far. A boy and a girl are chatting at a local cafe. Looking up from his drink, the boy says, "You know, I'm 20, which is twice your age." I'm 20, which is twice the age you were when I was the age you are now. Isn't that interesting? As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he said, how old is the girl he's chatting to? I'm 20, which is twice the age you were when I was the age you are now. Isn't that interesting? Okay. You know, I'm 20, which is twice the age you were, so that was when she was 10. When I was the age you are now. Is she just 20 as well? Are they the same age?
Let's see.
No, they are not the same age. I'm 20, which is twice the age you were. When I was the age you are now. So when she was 10, the boy was the same age that she is now. So I'm going to use 15 as a bit of a baseline here, because my brain has started thinking about 15. So at the age of 15, if she's 15 now, then that's 5 years ago. Then that was when he was 15, she was 10. And because he's 20, which is twice the age that she was when he was the same age that she is now. So when she was 10, he must have been 15. 5 years later, she's now 15. And he's now 20. So yeah, she's 15. I think.
Here goes.
Hey!
That was almost too easy.
Nice. A careful read of the puzzle reveals that when the boy was the girl's current age, her age was half the boy's current age. The boy's current age is 20, half of that is 10, so the girl must have been 10 back then. Once you realise that it's obvious that the girl must be 15 at present. Oh, you're a clever one. I do love clever boys, me. They make me right weak at the knees, honestly. Don't say that out loud. Clever? Me? Oh, you're getting all red again, aren't you? Adorable. You can come back anytime, love. Ah, we got a diary key. Perfect. Right. Let's not dilly-dally, I'm not making tea. Does she have a puzzle? Nope. Can you believe that girl left Pulse's just because some boy dumped her? What a wimp. I agree. Right. Ah, Mr. Layton, so glad you could finally join us. With you here, we now have every suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room. Wait, we're a suspect? How are we a suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader? Oh my goodness. A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Andrew Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large, but look around you. You could very well be sitting next to the culprit. A suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason could I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? A bit slow on the uptake, eh? Mr. Beluga, every person in this room is after the Elysian box. That box ties each of you to our dead man, so there's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. I'm sure putting this case together has been a triumph of police work, Inspector. So tell me, what facts have you unearthed in these last few days? Hey, now watch closely. Mr. Layton, this is how we unravel mysteries at the yard. You have my full attention, Inspector. Please, hypothesize away. I first learned of Folsom through evidence obtained in the late doctor's apartment. According to his notes, Schrader spent quite some time here in town researching the Elysian box. When I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London, everything became crystal clear. I believe our criminal first spotted the doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysian box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the doctor to London and murdered him. Oh ho, now that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So out with it then, who's our man? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarise, the culprit must have been to False Ends before. What's more, this person must have also had the ability to travel freely between here and London. Now, as we all know, only those affiliated with the Voluntary Express have that ability. And now all eyes turn to Mr. Beluga, eh? Are you actually accusing Mr. Beluga of murder here? Because that's absolutely hilarious. Well, turn them back. Mr. Beluga stated he was in London conducting business that day, and his alibi checked out. What? But it's not Mr. Beluga. That's right, our murderer stands before us, and his name is... Sammy Thunder. What? What? Yeah, gotta be kidding, man. I know Mr. Beluga ordered you to turn over every stone in this town to find the other Elysian box. He worked you like a dog and you resented that treatment. So you decided you'd beat him to the punch and make off with the precious box. This is an outrage, Samuel. Samuel, what do you have to say for yourself? I'm being framed. You're out of your guard, man. Now I see why the box eluded me for so long. You've been holding out on me, Samuel. No, I haven't. I swear on my favourite leather trousers. Come on, Uncle. You know me. I'm a wild card. But I'd never do anything as crazy as that. You'll have plenty of time to make your excuses later. From your cell, that is. Now, come along. So the conductor did it? I didn't think he had it in him. But at least we can all rest easy now. Professor, do you really think Sam could have committed such an awful crime? Well, all we have to go on is this single torn photograph recovered from the doctor's apartment. Oh, that's the Elysium box. Wow, very fancy. I like the cute goat design on the top. Oh my. Oh dear. Flora? Huh? Thank you, Flora. I knew something didn't feel quite right, but thanks to you, it all come into focus. Hooray! Flora was the murderer. Really? Do tell, Professor.
Oh, come on, officer, man. My only crime is rocking, and rocking ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
You come along quietly if you know what's good for you.
Just a moment, Inspector Chelmey. I believe we've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysian box that we've been looking for. The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph.
Ooh.
And get to the point.
The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysian box looks like is the suspect you're after. And it is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place.
Oh.
Yes, and I've got the slippery fellow right here.
No, you don't.
Ow! Take it easy, officer.
Pipe down, you hooligan.
And watch the hair, will ya? Wow!
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score.
What? Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs?
Isn't it obvious? If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora?
Inspector, look here.
That's the photo I dropped.
Yep.
Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing.
Hey.
So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess? Well, to be honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Yes, the frog.
Aha!
Aha!
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke. Inspector, the emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat.
A goat? Not by my eyes, it doesn't.
Hey.
That's just it. This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat, did you not?
Oh, we've just Columboed this shit to the no end.
Well, that clears things up nicely. If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before.
Well,
Who are you really?
Oh, I think we know.
Well played, Layton.
Ah.
I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
Curse you, Layton! Curse you and that foppish hat of yours. There we go. Ah, Don Paolo. I beat you to the box, and given a little more time, I would have beaten you to cracking its secret. And of course, the Hers and Fortune would have been mine. But that ship has sailed. So you're the one who had the Elysium box all along? Another brain deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from his best, yeah. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole it off that old fool while he was snoozing on the floor. The geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care one iota. Snoozing? But Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor. Hey, wait a second. If you've been posing as Flora, now where's the real Flora? Oh, she's probably making very small crop circles in that old dropstone barn I left her in. Or maybe she's just sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian box, now I need to merely take this box to the... Hold it right there, you scoundrel. Gah! I've got a lot of questions, and you will answer them once I've escorted you back to London. Where did you think you're going? Ha! Got you, slippery devil. Hey, the police has caught him, finally. Ah, you meddlesome oaf, you have no idea just how slippery I can be. Ah! Don't just stand there, the worm's getting away. Nyeh, fool. Do you really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me? So long, Layton. Think you could give me the slip, eh? I'll catch you yet. Oh, wait for me, Inspector. Oh, they're off. Wow, look at the pair of them shake a leg. I didn't think they had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. I just hope the real Flora is okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Of course we won't. But I'm sure Flora is having a grand old time playing with the cows. Another thing I can't get out of my head is what Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. The way he was talking, it didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader. But if he didn't, who did? I think you're spot on there, Luke. Something else is responsible for the Doctor's death. Right now, I'd say the Elysian box is the key to learning what that something is. Then it looks like we've reached a dead end. If only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the... Professor, look! It's the box. Well, look at that. Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running away from Inspector Chelmey. So that is it. This is it. The Elysian box. At last, the box inside sleeps the key to unlocking the family's fortune. I beg your pardon, sir? Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As a son of the late Duke Herzen, I am the rightful owner of that box. This box belongs to the Herzens? You hard of hearing, boy? Inside this box is the key to cracking the secret of the Herzen fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Oh my, that does change things. I suppose I'll have to... Mr. Beluga, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to that box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter. You listen here, Porter. This is none of your business, so I suggest you keep your cake hole shut. No, I'm sorry, but I won't stand by and watch you claim that box as your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to the box, it is the current Duke of Fulsense himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back on this town and left of your own free will. In my book, your claim to the fortune was lost the day you walked out of Fulsense. Oh, is that so? You got some nerve, you know that? If what Krantz says is true, I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Uncle, what do you say we give up on chasing this box? I'm sick of sneaking around all the time. Don't you dare tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel. I think you've forgotten who got you your job. I never wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Plus, playing errand boy is getting old, man. I'm more than a guy like me can take. It's more than a guy like me can take. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9-to-5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock out. Hey world, I'm climbing back on the rock train and riding it to the top. Yeehaw! Huh? Samuel, what are you babbling on about? Come back here at once. I'm sorry, Mr. Blue, but I think I'll have to hold on to this box at the moment. Fine, do what you want. I hope that awful box curses all of you twice over. Hooray! The villain who made off with the Elysium box was none other than Don Paulo, brilliant scientist and Professor Layton's self-proclaimed nemesis. To find riches associated with the antique, he disguised himself as Flora and tailed Layton and Luke. And Mr. Beluga. Beluga was searching for the Elysian box, which he believed contained clues regarding the vast Herzen family fortune. As a member of the Herzen family, he felt entitled to any family riches, though some people in Falsehead strongly objected to his claims. So it seems Don Paulo wasn't responsible for the doctor's death at all. Maybe it really was the Elysian box that killed him. Yes, it sounds like he was already on the floor by the time Don Paulo arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the Doctor. But without opening the box ourselves, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open the box. It's the only way. Please, just hold on a moment. Huh? Katia? Is there any way I could convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance. Before I do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you? I'm sorry, it's not easy for me to say. But I must deliver that box to somebody important. I must. Who is this person? I can't tell you anymore. But once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end and everything will be over and done with, and he'll... My dear, what is it that you're getting at? Help! Somebody! Anybody come quickly! Somebody else just got taken away to Herzen Castle. Oh dear. The vampire's going to suck his blood and then he'll steal his soul. Why did it have to be him? Why? That guy had a heart of gold. What? No, that's impossible. Wait, Katia, where are you running off to? She certainly left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her off. Do you know what she was talking about, Professor? I could barely follow what she was saying. I am as confounded as you are, Luke. But after our discussion, I'm doubly sure that this box contains a greater secret. The path to the understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening the box seems to be the only course of action left to us. Understood, Professor. Good, then let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes. The Professor and Luke decide to head up to their hotel room. Okay.
Finally, the Elysian box.
Indeed, Luke.
Oh, God, look! No!
Mm-hmm. Huh?
The box is empty! And we're still alive!
Hooray! We're still alive, but somehow the box is empty.
Then it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
Puzzle sent to Granny Riddle's shack. Jars and cans 1. We must head back into town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions. The Professor and Luke decide to look around Falsense for more information. Okay. Well, we're going to do that in the next episode because this episode is getting quite long. So, in the next episode, we're going to go walking around town again and try and figure out some more information about this box. I feel like we're coming to the end of the game because I suppose we're supposed to go somewhere in a minute. I think I sort of remember this part from when I played it a while ago. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. It'll help me a lot and you'll get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook. My favorite will be on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.